What is going on, guys? SmashBros33 here, bringing you another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. This one's a little rematch against my boy Indieecho, and we had a standard UU match for you guys today, so let's play that back right now. It was probably the best UU match I've had ever, considering just the outcome of it, but more on that later, as we are going to play the video now. Sorry, I'm not doing PIP. I mean, I'm narrating right now. It's 11:30. So yeah, he's gonna lead off with his Azelf here, as I am going to start with my Hot Scrotum, my Rotom Heat, and he's gonna switch, predicting maybe the Volt Switch or something. And it's pretty obvious because, you know, obvious Volt Switch momentum is obvious. So I'm gonna pull off the Volt Switch, and I am the Scarf set after all, so my Scarf does whatever damage. Roserade has decent special defense, so I'm not complaining. So I'm gonna go with the Chandelure now, and I did in fact bluff the Scarf, because this is actually a support set, as opposed to all-out attacking Scarf set, as I am going to get the burn on this Suicune. While it's not the best thing to burn, residual damage on Suicune is always good, because we all know how annoying Suicune is, especially if it's Crocoon. Luckily for me, this one's not a Crocoon. So now I'm going to switch out, because obviously I don't want to take a Scald. I'm going to go out to Roserade, because not only can I take Scalds very well, but also I can switch if I get burned. But it turns out he predicts that switch, goes for a Calm Mind. I am not concerned, because one, Roserade outspeeds Suicune pretty much any day, and two, Leaf Storm will probably still KO. So I am not concerned about it at all. So I'm just gonna go just balls to the wall here. I'm just gonna go for the Leaf Storm here, just get damage on anything that wants to come in. I don't care if Chandelure comes in, because he's gonna be taking heavy damage from this, especially because I'm modest as opposed to timid. So that's going to do a butt ton of damage to that Chandelure. That does about 65%. That's a lot. So, I mean, I could have gone for Sludge Bomb to be a little safer, but maybe then I would have gotten the KO on the Chandelure earlier, but I'm not too worried. So I'm going to go back out to Rotom, because I don't want Chandelure taking a Shadow Ball if he predicts that switch. But turns out he switches out and he goes out as his Honchkrow, which is a better switch in my favor, because I can trick, but I can also Volt Switch out, and I forgot here, but I did go for the trick. I kind of wanted to catch his Honchkrow with a Scarf, but I caught his Gallade, which isn't bad, but it'll come back later, as you will see. He's going to go for the Drain Punch, and that is a max attack Gallade, so that's going to do a lot. And just because of Gallade's special bulk, this Overheat isn't even going to do half, which kind of sucks. But then again, I mean, Rotom's base special attack is good, but it's just Gallade's special bulk. So I'm going to switch out of there, because I do not want to take another Drain Punch, but he's going to make the switch as well. He's going to go out to his Roserade here, as I believe I'm going to go out to my own Roserade. No, never mind. I go out to Chandelure. What the heck am I saying? So Chandelure comes out now, and he's just going to go for the Sleep Powder. I'm not concerned, considering, well, my Roserade did a lot to his Chandelure, but I'm not concerned, as, well, I figure he's going to switch out in case I do wake up, or if I'm Scarfed. So if going to Honchkrow, I guess is the best bet to maybe take a Shadow Ball if I wanted to predict. But we both made a double switch here, as I actually go out to Roserade, which kind of tips either way, because Roserade does normally outspeed Honchkrow unless he's Scarfed. So I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here, because it could do either really hefty damage to Honchkrow or really to whatever comes in. And in this case, I get the KO on the Gallade, which is really good, because that's just one big threat out of there. So now he's going to go out to Azelf here, and obviously I'm going to switch out, because not only could he Side Shock me, but he could also Fire Blast. And I'm predicting his Side Shock, so I go out to my Registeel. Now, even though this is a specially defensive Registeel, I have Iron Defense, so even if he wanted to hit me with Side Shock, I could Iron Defense up and take even less. But I guess he didn't show me that he had Fire Blast yet, but he will later. So I guess the best bet is to go to Suicune, as I'm going to get my rocks up. Not really a big deal because, well, we have both rocks, whatever. And this Suicune's kind of a pain, because I'm just going to keep going for Seismic Tosses, I believe. This is kind of a stall-y part, if you will. So I'm going to go for the Seismic Toss here because I got really nothing better to do because I don't outspeed, so there's no point in going for Iron Head to try to flinch. And I don't know, I personally prefer Iron Defense over T-Wave simply because I have plenty of other status moves on my other Pokemon. Because I have Sleep for Roserade, I have Burn on Chandelure, I believe I have one other status, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm just going to keep hitting him with Seismic Tosses. It's going to wear him down, even though Suicune has a lot of HP. I believe this next one's going to take him out, especially because of the burn damage, which it was really useful. Because everyone hates Suicune. So he's going to go for a Scald here, and unfortunately, he gets the burn as kind of a last laugh on this turn. Luckily, it doesn't affect Seismic Toss, so his Suicune is going to go down. Unfortunately, Registeel is burned, so that's going to limit its survivability. And it's not that big a deal because he's going to kind of revenge kill it anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but I just don't like getting burnt. No one likes getting burnt. So he's going to go out to Azelf now, and obvious Fire Blast is obvious. I could have switched to Chandelure if I wanted to, but I figured Registeel is kind of dead weight now because I don't really have much use for it now, so I'm just going to sack it. I mean, probably if I wanted to, I could have walled his Roserade, now that I'm thinking about it. But I'm going to go out to Blastoise now because I figure now is the best time to spin away the rocks. Unfortunately, he doesn't carry Grass now, he carries Energy Ball, which means he's going to get consistent damage on his water type checks. And that does a lot. I think if he carried Thunderbolt, he probably would have taken me out. But I'm not concerned because that didn't take me out. And I'm able to spin the rocks away, which means my Chandelure can switch in for free. But Chandelure doesn't really get much action in this game, unfortunately. I love using Chandelure. Just didn't get much this time. So I go to Rotom kind of to fodder it out. If you wanted to go for Energy Ball, I mean, be my guest, I would have lived it. But I probably would have died the next turn regardless. But Life Orb damage is wearing him out. And I'm going to go to my Gallade now because I figure now is the time to get the sub up and hopefully start setting up. But he's going to go to his Honchkrow now. And even though I'm going to set up a sub, it's not that big a deal to him. Because I think he told me that this Honchkrow is Scarfed. So it's kind of the Ments of RU, if you will. Or, I'm sorry, Ments of UU, because I believe Honchkrow got moved up now. So he's going to go for the Brave Bird now, and very obviously he's going to take out my sub. And I'm going to go for the Drain Punch here. And I'm not sure, but I'm like 85 to 90% sure this crit mattered. Because I have no attack investment in my Gallade whatsoever. So I'm the Careful Nature bulk up set, so that probably mattered. Which really sucks because his Honchkrow was a huge threat. So now his Chandelure is down to a little bit. If I believe I outsped him, even though I have no speed investment, I could have taken him out with a Night Slash. But I figure I might as well troll him a bit, and I'm going to go out to my Boo Jr. here and take the Flamethrower. But unfortunately, 1, he outspeeds me, 2, I'm going to take a Shadow Ball to the face, which is going to be a clean one-shot, but I'm not concerned, because I'm not worried that his Chandelure is gonna be able to take me out. So, in a way, I'm kind of glad I fired out my Chandelure because a sleeping Chandelure is kind of a dead Chandelure. But knowing that, I am pretty sure Roserade outspeeds it, because I know he's not Scarfed at this point. So, I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Even though it's resisted, it does KO from that range because, well, it's pretty low in health. It's like maybe 30%. So now he's going to go out to Azelf here. And I really want to keep my Roserade because he's kind of like the best Pokemon on my team. So, I am going to switch out. I'm going to go out to Blastoise now, kind of to flatter it out because I don't have much use for it because I Rapid Spin the rocks away. Is it Spin? Spun? Spin? I believe it's Spun. I don't know, whatever. But obviously, Blastoise is gonna die to the Side Shock. And I am extremely confident that I can take any one hit he wants to throw at me. And here he goes for the Fire Blast. The better play probably would have been to go for the Side Shot because Gallade has much more inferior defense as opposed to special defense. But going for that Fire Blast means I can set up a free sub, so heck, all the more power to me. And he was kind of fishing for the burn, he was telling me. Because we were like chatting about it, and he was, I don't know, he was fishing for the burn. He's just like, you bang on 10%, you're not going to get your wish. But now he's down to like 10% because of Life Orb. So easily going to take him out with a Night Slash because, well, it's Night Slash on Gallade. No setup necessary. Some assembly required. Now, all joking aside, he's going to go out to his Roserade here. And I don't want to get my Roserade to sleep because I'm pretty sure Gallade is much more suited to take it on. In case he does have the Hidden Power Fire, and if he predicted that, that would have spelled doom for Roserade. And he is running Timid, so he does outspeed both of my Pokemon, but I'm not concerned in any sense because I believe I take this Sludge Bomb. Yeah, I do. I live with 50 HP. I get the first turn Wake Up, which is incredible. Because I'm able to get off the Night Slash and leave him at, like, 15%. Which means 2 more Life Orb recoils will take him out. And that really sucks for him because he's at the range where he can KO himself the next turn. So now all that's left, it's Roserade on Roserade. Final turn of the match. And he does have the Hidden Power Fire. Which, I don't know, I'm going to run a calc on this, but I am pretty sure that was like max damage for that Hidden Power Fire because, I mean, Roserade's special defense is pretty high for what Roserade can do. And so that's a double down. What a battle. Unfortunately, it counted as a loss because I think his Roserade outsped me. Clarify that, please, for me if I'm wrong. But that was just a great battle, and shout out to him, and that's all I have for you guys. So if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, Smash Bros. 30.